Happy Paper Doll Saturday. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday and a great weekend. Um, for me, it's a busy weekend, so let's just get to it. Hi, everyone. My name is Mary Lou, and this is Create Junk Journals with Mary Lou. Here's the plan for today. I'm going to build the page around the garden theme with the doll from last week, which now has some accessories. And I'll show you right away what's going on. So we have the original, of course, the doll with the coveralls, the jeans, the plaid shirts, and the hats and the shoes and the boots. And she is ready to be working outside or doing things outside. And so that's the one that I built last week. That is the doll that is now no longer free. She is now part of the regular collection along with her herb garden. And aren't these absolutely beautiful? Like, they are so amazing. Um, I am very happy with how this turned out. I love the tools and the watering can, the herbs, like the colors are looking almost real. Yeah, it turned out really, really well. And then I have the third page where I only did a half page of a background, but then I added some plant markers for the herbs. So that is what I am going to be working with today. Something else I want to show you guys, and I haven't cut them out yet because no particular reason. I just printed them, so I haven't gotten a chance to put anything on them yet. But this is what I have just added to my Ko-fi shop and my Etsy shop as well. So these are the base dolls that I have been creating. I am creating a whole bunch of different ones. So there is lots of different ones coming, but it is going to be like just every now and again. These were important to be made because I don't want anybody feeling left out. So that's why I created these ladies. And you'll be seeing them coming back. Okay, so today I am going to make a garden in my City of the Paper Dolls journal. So last week I made the shopping page. The week before we went on a garden brunch, and before that we went on a picnic. So this week I'm going to go right here and I'm going to put her here with all her herbs and her garden, and I may actually extend it into the picnic. So that's why I have gone this way. So what am I going to do with all of this? So I only printed off half a page of the plaid, and that is plenty because I'm not planning on doing a whole lot with it. I think what I want to do is make a little page edge just to give it a little color. So just put a strip. Woo, not like that. I want to put a strip just right there. Well, actually, you know what? I could even take this. Let's cut that down just a little bit more. Why not? There. Let's make it a little rougher. Now, I have created some walnut ink, and I made the walnut ink by, ooh, that's not that. I made the walnut ink by using infusions, and I sprinkled, this is just walnut infusions, and so I just put it into some water so that I don't always have to use the full on infusions. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray this on here a little bit like that. And I can stain this page up. You can see how beautiful the walnut stain is. I can spray a little bit on there. It is really just infusions and water. That's all it is. And that way I can, when I dry this, I can, I'm not sure if that was smart, but that's okay. All it'll do is bleed. So I'm going to dry this, and I don't have to do very much inking at this point. This actually did not bleed. I'll show you. It did not bleed because I'm using a little bit heavier paper and it is fine with what I am doing to it. So I'm going to glue this onto my page just like that. And then I'm just going to build a spread. Build kind of a story. Okay, so I'm just going to glue all the way around the edges and then put a little glue in the center, enough so that it doesn't pop up, not enough that it is really going to make a mess. There we go. Now I'm noticing there's still some white here. All I'm going to do to cover up the white is I'm going to use some walnut stain and my dauber. And I'm just very lightly giving the edges a little bit more of the walnut stain. But I'm also going to go around the rest of this page with the walnut stain. I just want it to be just that little bit darker on the edges. That was that. And you can see like it's not taking an awful lot. Okay, so then next I am going to take all my bits and pieces. I was looking for them just now. Right here. All the bits and pieces. And let's see what we can create. So all I want to do is this kind of blend this over top because I don't want the white background, but I also don't want the ink. I also don't want to fussy cut around all the little leaves. So this is a great alternative that I can do. Antique linen, forest moss. Oops. There we go. So first off, I'm going to ink around all the plants with the forest moss, and that will just give it that bit of green, but nothing major. Then around the pots, I'm going to go with the walnut stain. So yeah, I'm making it a little bit more complicated today, but that's okay. just going around all the pots with the walnut stain first, and then I'll go around everything with the walnut with the forest moss, and then I'm going to go around with the antique linen. I have some fabric here that I think I want to use as well. I think I want to just do like a little bit of a strip of fabric somewhere, right? Like this is beautiful, like it's got multicolors on it, but it is beautiful to use for this page, just because I decided that it's going to be beautiful for this page. I want it from the top all the way to the bottom. And I want about that much. I don't need a lot. I just want that much. And then it kind of, let's just make it fray just a little bit more, because I like it frayed. But I really like these colors right here, and so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab just a little bit of the tacky glue and just put a little bit on there. I don't need a ton. And I'll just put that right there. And now I'm going to layer the plants. So in the pages, there is tools. I have not printed those, or I've not cut those out yet. So I'm also not going to put them on the page right now, but I will cut them out, and when you're looking at the images or at the photos at the end, you will be able to see the so what I am doing is I may just create a pocket. You know Frankenpaper? Well, how about we make a Frankenpocket? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue along the edge here, like that, and pick up that plant. Then I am putting some glue right here, and I am picking up that plant. Then I'll put glue all the way along all of them and pick up the dill. Oops. There. And then I can kind of do it like that. And like that. So now I have a Frankenpocket because all I've done is just really created something out of all the pots of herbs. Let's make sure there's no glue sticking out anymore. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue. You know what? I want it like this. So I'm going to put glue along the outer edges here, all the way to there, and not on the top part. I'm grabbing my needle nose glue because I think that is going to be a little bit easier to control. So I'm just giving it a little bit, just like that. So it's kind of going to be like a weird shaped pocket, but it is a pocket. It's going to be a pocket. Just going in a little bit, and then just going to grab my bone folder and make sure that this is nicely into that paper crease. And then let's go sit there. I may need a little bit more right here so that it will really stick to the other page. I'm just pushing it into the fold. There we go. This one needs to be glued down a little bit better right here. There. This is fine. And everything else is good. There we go. One Franken herb garden. And she can go right in here. Just like that. And you can see her shoes coming through right here because there's still an opening there. So that's perfect. Then I can put some of these planter tags, and I'm going to do the exact same thing as I did before. I'm just going to use walnut stain. And then some antique linen. There we go. And you know what I think I want to do? Like, I was thinking of putting herb names on there, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to find my my Tim Holtz little bits and pieces and put words on it. So I'm just going to put these guys on here. There. So I'm not going to use them all. My plan had been to use paper clips for planter tags, but as I'm going, I'm kind of deciding against that. Not shocking. I'm just putting these over top of this, making sure that they are at least level with the bottom. There we go. And I forgot to ink around this one, so I'm just going to do that quickly. And we'll go over it with the antique linen. There we go. And then we have this one. Let's ink it right away so I don't forget about it. And it's okay. They're all looking a little different. And I'll just glue that one on there as well. Oops. And we'll put that label or that tag right there. Now what I can do is I can put a couple of these onto the pots. Or can I? Yeah, but then I have to cut them just slightly, which is okay. I'll just have to give them a slight diagonal cut so they'll fit just right there. Okay. And again, I'm not doing that with all of them. I just want a couple. And do I have any littler ones? Should. And that one can go right there. Let's do that. Ink around it. Glue. And what I am doing is I'm just going to lift this up a little bit so I can stick this underneath here. And I'll just put some glue back under there. There we go. That's cute. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. And what I also like is that when I close this up, it kind of incorporates the two together. It kind of works. Who's not to say that she went on a picnic to go to the herb garden, right? And she is also going to the farmer's market. Oh, I need to take these away because otherwise it won't close. She is also going to the herb garden. So on this one, I want to write parsley. And this is chives. And then we have occasions, we have chit chat, and we have snarky. I don't need the snarky. Let's see. Creating, I like that one. And I'm just going to stick that right on there. And then do I have another smile? Altar. Let's use altar. Let's put notes in there. Creating alter notes, or alter creating notes, or notes alter creating. It doesn't mean anything. This is now part of the regular collection. She is in my Ko-fi shop and the Etsy shop, ready for you. Like, if you didn't download her yet from last week, then she is available in the shops. She is just no longer free because the freebie this week is 2 pages. Put this aside. And it is graduation day. I was thinking that, yes, it is grad season, right? And that means that I had to do something to acknowledge that. The way life works in June is grad month. So I've got a black gown with the gold sash around it. I'm here in Manitoba. The gold means that you are in the honor society. So I didn't make any more of them. I just made the one with that. And then that one has the black cap with the gold sash or the gold tassel on it as well. Then I made a navy blue one with a navy blue cap. The shoes are black and navy. And of course, there's the diploma. And then there is the second page. So the second page, I made a maroon one with kind of beige brown shoes. It looks really cool, actually. Like, it matches really nicely. And then the other one is green with a green cap and green shoes. And a new doll. Did you guys notice that? So let's build some dolls. And I want to use the green doll. I have my reasons for that. There is a reason for the colors. There's a reason for everything today. And I'm just going to quickly ink around her. And I don't need to ink around her very far because she is mostly going to be covered by the gown. And the other thing this week is that her face won't be covered with a hat. Well, a little bit, but the cap is just going to sit on her forehead and not all the way over her face. I have had some comments, and I hear ya. I totally get it. I am just trying to make this look as fun and as wonderful as I possibly can. So I'm getting there. So what I do want to do is, and I left it because it was very tedious to cut the sleeves open. So I am going to cut them open just a little bit. Let's see on this side as well. And I'll show you what I was thinking when I created this. I thought we could put this on here. And then you can slide the hands through here. So I need to open that just a little bit more. Probably on this side as well. Okay. And then I can slide the hands through the sleeves. There we go. so that because then this one isn't far enough yet. I need my littler scissors because I'm afraid I'm going to cut it right off. Okay. All right. I'm going to put glue on here so I can actually stick it down, and then I'll fix it. I'll get it to sit where I want it to sit. And I know I have way too much glue on here. It's all good. It will dry. All right. So my kids, when they graduated, the first one wore her her gown, her pretty dress under the capping, under the gown, under this gown. The youngest had, I think she had jeans on. There. So now we have the sleeves coming out and the hands are actually inside. So I'm just going to glue that part of the sleeve back down to the hand. Right there. There, and I'm just going to grab my pen and going to color that edge in because I don't want to use ink on that. Then I'm going to take anything away from what it looks like. There it goes. And I'm going to take a piece of tape to tape it back together. Don't need a lot of tape, just a little bit. So I have a little sliver of tape, and I'm just going to stick it right there, and then it'll be protected. Same right here. See, I didn't put it in the right spot. There. And then it's not going to go anywhere. There we go. That's how I imagined this. The cap or the top, I didn't cut all the way down because I was afraid that I would hurt the little tassel. This is not a doll that you can really be messing around with a lot because look how thin that little strand is. So I have to be very, very careful. And so for inking it, I need to dab the ink on there, and then I can hold on to the rest and ink around it. And then I can sit this right on her head like that. And I'm going to go as far down as I can until it doesn't look silly anymore. There we go. There. And I know that the greens aren't exactly the same. Um, that is because I went by a picture and the green, the cap was not the same color as the gown. They were just green. So that's why it is not the same color green. The shoes, I'm going to do the same thing that I always do. Yes. No, I'm still trying to create something where I can slide the shoes, the feet, right into the shoes. So I will keep trying until I've got it. And that's not it. So I'll just keep going with just covering up the toes. And I think I have to make these a little bit smaller. So it'll be fixed by Saturday when they're in my shop. Right now I'm just fixing it with my scissors. I just made them like one touch too big still. Okay. Ink. Well, sure, let's throw it all over the place. Ink. So off camera, I actually want to take one of the new dolls. I want to take the feather curls girl, and I want to give her a cap and gown. I'm going to put the maroon one on her, and then they'll be friends in graduating from school. There we go. That is today's doll. So she's fairly simple, but I thought she was a lot of fun, and I thought it was really cool to have a graduation or a cap and gown doll as part of the collection. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm trying to find my. I will put pictures at the end of both the this doll and this one, and of course of the herb garden. Um, these are there's not going to be next week. I'm doing a different doll, so there is not going to be an accessory page with this because I don't really know what to do extra for accessories. So it is going to stay exactly as is. Um, Next week there will be a brand new paper doll, and we'll do something different. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you guys like the graduation theme. It was something that suddenly came to me. It is June, it is graduation time, so why not go with that? And You know, she can be used on cards and in journals and whatever else you want. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Think of me, I am golfing all day today. So, yeah, that's what my plan is. Have a great day, and I will see you again on Monday. Bye.